Once again, there are not that many great rivalries left in the NBA. But if you want to start and you want to pick one, start with the Clippers and the Rockets. For years now, it's been good, really spicy when these two get together. Last night in Houston was no exception. Let's get a couple of the necessary details out of the way. Houston beat LA 102-93. James Harden had 47. Now, that should tell you something. That I'm saying that James Harden had 47, and that is not the focus of the game. Far from it. Because with 91 seconds left in that game, Clippers head coach Doc Rivers got into it with the officials. Then Rockets guard Austin Rivers was the third man into that fight. Except he was not on his dad's side. In fact, quite the opposite. You know, there are certain moments in life, as a father, you'll never forget. You know, first words, first steps, maybe first home run, first time your son calls for you to be ejected from an NBA game. Normally, the local homers are hyping something out of control, but that guy didn't. It was that funny. It was that good. It was really that good and that funny. So if you're watching on TV, the moment Doc starts in on Tony Brothers, you can see Austin coming into the frame and throwing up the tee. And he kept at it. He's standing about 3 feet from Tony Brothers, and he's working that tee like a boss. Like some people think that Austin Rivers is an agitator, a pot stirrer, but he really isn't. I don't know what's funnier. Him trying to convince us that he's a peacemaker, or that he said, quote, Doc has got to keep his cool. He's just trying to help out. He's just trying to bring some peace to the situation. Sure, he's not. I'm even all right with him calling his dad by his name. Actually, not his name, but his nickname. He docked him. Doc. Doc's got to keep his cool. Of course he was. Austin Rivers was already a legend from his time with the Clippers when he was jawing at the Rockets while on the bench, in a suit and a walking boot, and getting on them so much and getting under their skin and in their head to the point that the Rockets came after him in the tunnels of Staples, allegedly. So if Austin's doing that in a suit, in a walking boot, allegedly, I'm surprised he didn't grab the ref's whistle and just tee up his old man himself last night. Then again, he didn't have to. He knew Pops was going to get run. He could see the signs. He knows his old man. He knows Doc. He's seen it all before. Man, I love that. Only thing missing from that is boom, out of here. Once he starts blinking his eyes really fast, I know he's about to level up. So I started yelling, Tony, get him. They got him. He's out of here.
Boom. Out of here.
That is an amazing quote, too. And I'm going to say there was not a happier person on the planet than Austin when Doc did get teed up. He's clapping, he's laughing, he's celebrating, he's calling for the crowd to bring the noise as Doc was being escorted off the floor. Again, that's his old man. That's his dad. How insane is that? Almost as insane as Austin hitting his dad with a call me gesture as Doc cleared off the floor. Austin going with a call me, not even a call me, like a gesture. Call me to his dad, and then hopping on Twitter after the game and tweeting, quote, well, Thanksgiving's going to be weird. And even better than that tweet is his sister, Callie, tweeting a JC blast.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
His sister did that. His sister got on Twitter and as like a standalone one-off tweeted, and I quote, this is her tweet. She just tweeted, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
Like she saw her old man and her brother, and she went with a JC blast. Brother. And then Austin posted a pic of himself calling for the tea on Instagram, and Doc commented underneath, quote, hilarious, love you. See, it's all love. It's all love. It's all good. It's all good and it's all love. So do not come in here with your, hey, Rome. I haven't seen a father and son get that nuts at a sporting event in a long time. Regards, Tom Gamboa. Don't do that. I don't want those resets. And let me say this. if I need to come out on a side, I'm definitely Team Doc. I mean, I'm a big Austin guy, but in this particular case, I'm Team Doc. The refs screwed this up. They did screw it up. He's 100% right. Tony Brothers admitted it afterwards, quote, after it was determined the Clippers could not challenge the play, they were incorrectly informed that they would retain their timeout. After Rivers was told that he lost his timeout during that challenge, as you can expect, he became upset and he was given an opportunity to try to get his composure, and it didn't happen, end quote. He's 100% right. That can't happen. If you screw it up, own it. But if the refs did that, then they wouldn't be refs, right? And we wouldn't have that scene that we had last night, right? How big was that scene? Like I said, it overshadowed Harden's 47, and it overshadowed Russell Westbrook's amazing comments about Pat Beverly. That's Russell Westbrook getting after Pat Beverly. We know he doesn't like him. He said, quote, and by the way, Pat, these are not my words. These are from Russ. Quote, what James score? 44, 47? Pat Bev trick y'all, man, like he's playing defense. He don't guard nobody, man. He's just running around doing nothing, end quote. Well, just running around doing nothing. That got back to Pat, who said, don't start that. Don't start that. I don't care about that. The thing is, it's not true. I know Russ hates Pat, and I know that goes back years. But what he said is not true. Harden was 0 for 6 from the floor when Beverly was on him. When Pat was allegedly running around doing nothing, the guy doing nothing in that matchup was Harden. So what he's saying is not true. Again, don't take my word for it. Listen to his own coach, Mike D'Antoni. He said it was huge when Beverly fouled out. Damn, that was a night, wasn't it? And D'Antoni's telling the truth. Here's another truth. The Clippers, the Rockets, are going to run it back a week from tomorrow in L.A. I can't wait. Bring Russ. Bring Pat. Bring Austin. Bring Doc. Let's do this whole thing. That is a true rivalry. And it's getting better. And by better, I mean worse.